Hello, my friends. It is I, Eric. Welcome back to Carnage Reviews. So, it's been quite some time since I've done a non-review related video. I started thinking about movies that I've seen over the years that have either disturbed me or left an impact on me. Movies that I thought about for days. And I started to realize, that would make a good video. Before we jump into things, just a quick reminder to please consider subscribing to the channel. Just click that subscribe button along with the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content. Being a horror fan, I like to think I'm desensitized to most things. However, every now and then, I do find myself watching something where I'm like, holy shit, what did I just watch? So for this video, I picked 5 movies. So if you think there's a movie that's missing from the list, or a movie that doesn't deserve to be on the list, remember, this is simply my opinion, so relax and take a chill pill. One more thing to note before I start. Some of the movies on this list are gory and violent. However, I didn't base the list solely on that. I based it on content and tone. Now, if you're ready, let's begin. Number 5, George Romero's Martin. I reviewed Martin a while back on this channel, and for those unfamiliar with that review or this movie itself, Martin is about a young man named Martin who moves in with his cousin, and his cousin and Martin both think he's a vampire. So the movie follows Martin around as he tries to fit in with his new surroundings and basically just find a place in life, while he's also drugging and drinking the blood of unsuspecting young women. Besides Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, I believe that Martin is one of George Romero's best films. It's not simply just about a vampire, it's about family, and how the way family sees you as a person can both ruin you and people around you. This movie is haunting, and the main character, Martin, is basically a serial rapist. And based on that alone, there's no way a movie like this could be made today. The visuals, the characters, the acting made this a movie that I could not get out of my head for days. Number 4, Images. Images is a movie that I feel criminally does not get enough attention. I first discovered this movie my junior year of college. I was taking a film studies class that focused on 3 directors, Alfred Hitchcock, Stanley Kubrick, and Robert Altman. Released in 1972, Images was directed by Robert Altman, and I believe it's his only horror film. It's about a woman who, with her husband, travel to a secluded cabin so she can finish her children's book. Her mind slowly starts to crack as she starts experiencing all these hallucinations and strange occurrences. Images is a very strange and surreal movie. It's very dreamlike, and it creeps me the hell out. It's this very unsettling, from the way the main character acts to the way the movie's shot. The music especially, the music is very well done and very strange. So probably by today's standards, the ending of this movie would be seen as predictable, but in 1972 I'm sure it wasn't. And even though I saw the ending coming a mile away, it still didn't make it any less chilling and creepy as fuck. I definitely plan on doing a review of this movie in the near future. Number 3, a Serbian film. I mean, I feel like I kind of had to include this movie. A Serbian film goes places that very few filmmakers dare to go. In fact, what's funny is that the director of this movie is quoted as saying that he had wished he made the movie more hardcore. How much more hardcore could you get? This movie has one of the most unforgettable and disturbing scenes I feel like I've ever seen in a movie. And the first time I saw this movie, I was just blown away by that scene. I reviewed a Serbian film fairly recently, and if you haven't checked out that video, I highly recommend checking it out. I also recommend checking out a Serbian film. You're welcome in advance for ruining your life. Number 2, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. I've seen this movie so many times that I feel like I could recite the entire movie right now. I won't, of course. Based on real person Henry Lee Lucas, the movie takes an almost docudrama type approach as we follow this drifter around named Henry, as everything he touches just turns to destruction and death. And the more time we spend with Henry, the more we follow him around, the more we start to like him, actually kind of care about him and root for him, which makes it even more psychologically disturbing as we see him torture and kill innocent people. Well, that TV guy, douchebag, I think deserved what he got.
Otis, plug it in.
The home invasion scene is a scene I'll never forget. This movie is still very effective and disturbing after all these years. And number 1, August Underground's Mortem. Well, I'm sure that this movie being number 1 on my list is going to annoy and piss off a lot of people because, like a Serbian film, people either really love this movie or they hate it. I did a very in depth review of all three movies in the August Underground series. I watched these movies more than once, and Mortem is the one that got to me the most, and it's very rare a movie like this would get to me. I think what got to me the most is just the absolute cruelty on display here. The killers have no regard for human life whatsoever, and they treat their victims like objects that are meant for their amusement. There are two scenes in this movie that really got to me. The first one is this male victim is forced to cut off his own appendage, we'll say. And the female killer takes it, she puts it in her mouth, and then she takes it and then uses it on the girlfriend of the male victim. Yeah, I said that correctly. And then the second scene also involves the female killer. Basically, these two women are getting vomited on as the two male killers watch and pleasure themselves. Yeah. During these two scenes, I found myself having to look down a lot, and that rarely happens to me. I'm a horror fan, so I can usually handle any type of violence on screen. I feel like I've seen it all. But I know for the vomit scene, vomit bothers me. Like, I don't like seeing people throw up, so that would explain why I have to look away for that. And also, there's the cruelty. This very uncomfortable. I mean, very uncomfortable. These scenes just make me feel very uneasy. And I think it's because, one, the actors did a really good job. Like, it was very realistic. And the fact that it's a found footage movie. And also, this shit could really happen. Well, guys, that's my list. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, which I hope you did, please give that like button a tap. So if a strange man in a strange van pulls up to you and says that he has free candy if you get in the van, remember, ask to see the candy first. Bye-bye, guys.